go to apply.cps.edu. So we got this letter, and it marks what different types of high school programs they're eligible to apply for. ISAT, percentile rank, final grades, all of those things go into deciding what high school programs they could possibly apply for. So it says, in order to be considered, your child is required to take one admission exam, even if you plan to apply to more than one school. Listed below are the sites where the selective enrollment high school's admissions exam is being offered. So we're selecting Lane Tech because that's convenient for us. All right, now hopefully we won't lose this between now and November 23rd.
Keep it safe.
So after we attend open houses for the schools that we're interested in, then we'll go back and apply, because you have to rank the schools in the order that you would like to go to them.
I like Northside because it's a really good school, and it has a swimming pool, and I'm a swimmer, so.
Also, both Peyton and Northside have Asian language programs, and not all of the other schools do. And Kyle's been taking Chinese, so he would like to continue in that vein, or maybe even try Japanese.
Peyton is second best in the city, and I think it's a good school, but it doesn't have a pool. But aside from that, it's a pretty good school.
Have a seat, and I'll be there in 1 second. So we are just beginning the 8th to 9th grade transition activities. Transcript evaluations were completed, and now I give them their eligibility document. It breaks down their GPA, and we look at their overall grades. Let me give you a transcript. And I only see B's in kindergarten. You get 75 points for A, 50 points for B, 25 points for C. And then your 7th grade standardized test scores. So you are going into the test with about 590 points. The test is worth 300 points. So these are the test points you need. So for your first school choice, you want Young. How many points do you need on your test?
267.
You need minimally 267 points. Lane Tech, if you were to go to Lane Tech, you need 212 points. I think we're pretty rock solid as we go into the test. I want you to select the test date in October. Do you think you're ready for that? Let's talk about the fit. Based upon your transcript, I think a good fit for you would be a most selective high school. Your mom can sign the proxy form, and that means that I can help you, and then we will complete the process online here. All of the selective enrollment schools were matches for Gina. Gina is walking into her selective enrollment test with 592 points.
Oh. Which means?
Which means she received 300 points for her GPA, right here, 300 points, 292 points for her Stay 9. And the selective enrollment test is worth 300 points.
Yo la escogí para mi niña, fue el error.
Ajá.
Ella la escogieron de algunas de esas, a mi niña la grande.
Oh, okay.
Ella también iba como Gina. Y yo en cuanto llegó esa selección ahí fue un error grande.
I guess for her other daughter, Hubbard
Fue la primera
made
que
a
contesté.
selection, to see if they invited her too. And Mom said she made a mistake because her other daughter was doing exactly like Gina. Her test scores grade were, above average, and she just went with the first high school that they invited. But she doesn't want to do the same thing with Gina.
They don't know. A lot of times you don't hear about fit until you go to high school and you start that college application process. We're researching and we are going to apply. And then we will come to the table with the best decision for Gina and your family.
Oh, wow, this is my purpose for getting off early. My schedule changes every day. My time changes, the road changes. So I don't know what I'm going to be driving tomorrow. I'm very grateful for my job. Yes.
Robert has many options available to him. His dad lives in the city. He's a suburban student. And, I just wanted him to know that these are his options, that, he has to make a choice. This is a copy of his ISET, and this is his report, just briefly looking at his scores. He does qualify to take the Chicago Public School test, and he does meet the requirements for the selective enrollment program.
Okay.
We feed into School District 205, which would be Thornridge.
Thornridge? No. I'm not looking for a high school that anybody can go to. I'm looking for a prep, like a college prep. I want the best school for Robert.
So you'll familiarize yourself with School District 205, and that's if you decide to stay in this area.
Okay.
But because Robert is, considering moving with his dad in the city, his options are wider now.
Okay.
What I have here is the eligibility form. Are you familiar with the selective enrollment program?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, it's magnet high schools such as Whitney Young, Brooks. These are very good Chicago public high schools, and they offer a lot. But you have to qualify, and you have to test into these schools.
Robert has bigger ambitions and wider dreams. He says bigger things in mind.
Any questions about the enrollment process for high school? What are your interests? What do you like to do?
Well, I like playing basketball.
Okay.
I like numeracy, like math and science.
Okay, STEM Academy, great. So because I know you're interested in math and science, when I find things come across my desk such as IMSA, this just came across my desk today, the Illinois Math and Science Academy. And so this school is geared for students who have a high interest in math and sciences. But this is a residential program. So you go and you stay at this school. It's like college. You live here.
So these are high school students just living on campus as if they're in college?
Yes,
so
these
they're
are high
preparing
school.
for the future.
Yes.
Very good. That would be the way to go for Robert, because it would prepare him for college. And Robert has put in so much hard work from the grammar school, and when he goes to high school, I think he deserves that. I'm pleased. Thank you, Ms. Abraham.
Oh, you're welcome. Yes.
Emma,
What?
apple or pear?
Pear.
New Trier is the high school that all students in Wilmette can go to. So it's a freshman school. I mean, the first year is a freshman
But
school.
Claire lives in Wilmette, but she's going to Loyola.
You can go to private school too. So we get a thing here that talks about student registration records. We have to do that, a placement test. All this stuff is a countdown to New Trier, like placement testing. There's an academic life information night. It's a fabulous school, and it's intimidating because, wow, they're real achievers at New Trier.
Can I get changed?
So, yeah, go ahead. You go ahead and get changed. Well, let's get shopping. I mean, here's some ideas. You can see some stuff that you want. New Trier seems unique to me in that just the different levels of technology classes and architecture classes and dance classes and leveled dance classes. And I guess I read about some of the things that the kids are doing, and their opportunities are fabulous. It's all of a sudden beginning for me to realize that there's a lot of choices to be made coming up, and it just seemed kind of goofy for parents to get obsessed about all this stuff. But I feel like I'm beginning to drink the Kool-Aid and wonder, what should my New Trier student do, and what opportunities should I push her toward?
It's like you take an egg, not hard boiled because that's against the rules, and then you make something, put the egg in it, and then throw it and see if it works. And if it does, then you can either add to it or keep it that way. And it's number one, just one with model magic around it. There's nothing besides this, so it's just model magic. This is number two. There's an egg between the two, so like a cup and then like that. And then it's inside a raccoon with a duct tape diaper. Ready, Zoe? I'm gonna throw it at you. Oh, here, listen. Oh.
Crystal Ray, check out Walter Payton, Fenwick, Gordon Tech is a good school, Whitney Young is a good school. I think that's where Obama went.
Feel free to grab some information. I have brochures in English and in Spanish.
This is our second year coming to these. Last year was with my son, Aaron. What we do here is we come in and we grab the open house dates on the schools that we've selected. A lot of people want to sit here and engage with them, and I think it's better if it's just a one-on-one when we go to the open house.
For selective enrollment, yeah, we'll take an exam. I'm nervous because I don't know what I'm supposed to know or how to study for it.
Anything else you want to look at?
Hi, Natalia. How are you? Good. It's your home visit. Is Mom and Dad home? And my former student, Aaron. How you doing, man? How's high school? You gonna get Natalia ready for high school?
Oh, man.
What do we want first, the good or the bad?
What's bad?
I'm just playing. We'll go over her grades. How about we do that first? In writing, Natalia has an A, 90%. Science, she has a B. She got a 13 out of 16 on a quiz, and she had 11 out of 15 on another quiz. Social studies, another B.
It gives us a better understanding, even though some things we don't understand because they're getting to that grade where we started splitting from, separating from our own education standpoint.
All right, so we can talk about selective enrollment. Natalia does qualify selective enrollment. That's just like the first obstacle, okay? The next one, which is probably the hardest, is the test.
Placement test, which is scheduled for
October 26th at 8 a.m. at Lane Tech.
Okay, so you have a very valuable resource here at home, which is Aaron, because he's experienced it. So I would definitely have Aaron sit down and have a conversation with her about that test, because he took it last year.
Maybe it was better for him he didn't get in. Well, he didn't get in because he didn't pass his selective enrollment test. He didn't get high enough score. So,
his feedback was that he ran out of time when he took his selective enrollment test.
But we do need to talk about what's plan B in case, you know, she doesn't get into the selective enrollment schools. You know, a lot of people don't like to hear that, but that's a reality. You have to see what it's plan B.
We've learned it the hard way.
Yep.
Well, everything seems like a contest, and we learned that from our previous experience with Aaron, our son. Just because you test in something or you meet the qualifications doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be picked. You know, a lot of people work hard to earn those positions and those spots. You got to cross your fingers and hope your stars are aligned.
Take an egg, you try to make something to keep it from breaking, and you throw it and see if it works.
It's really a chance to prove that I can actually do the things that I want to do.
I'm like excited to go to high school, then I'm not.
Northside's first, Peyton is second, then Jones.
It's like my decision is already made. This is the high school I want to go to.
This program is part of American Graduate. Let's make it happen. A public media initiative made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.